tell him he is indeed our employee. Just simple. He would have had an opportunity. But then his absence would worsen things for him. And I think we are going to, at the end of it, it is wrong to fail to attend a committee like this. And now that he's asking you to seek leave to leave, I don't know, your absence in this committee, though we will proceed, I don't know, because it is coming from him. I wish he would know the consequences of failing to appear before an investigating committee. This sitting or this committee is equated to the High Court of Kenya. So for him failing to appear here and asking you to leave, I don't know whether you understand what he is doing. But, you know, it was for the interest of fairness. And we do not want a situation where we dilly-dally making, you know, it is time. You know, this is buying time, making it difficult for us to proceed as the committee. And as a result, the county assembly will not have an opportunity. So I think you know the consequences. We are not able to proceed because of what you have brought here. And before you leave, because you have asked to leave, I would seek that there were some issues that you had requested to be responded to. You wanted a ruling. Therefore, I don't wish that you leave before you go with the ruling. But it is unfortunate that you had to stop this process in the middle. And I hope you are aware that we are not meeting here for the first time. We had the pre-trial. We had the pre-trial where you attended, and you promised that you will advise your client accordingly. It is so unfortunate that you are chickening out in a process like this. I don't know how it will be explained even by the people who employed your client, because this was a very important opportunity for you and your client to tell the county government and the people of Bomet your other side of the story. And I would give the members an opportunity to respond or to say something. For the witness, you will just put a little bit. We dwell on this, but we'll still give you an opportunity before you leave. So because the council has requested to leave and leave us to deliberate alone as the committee, it's so unfortunate. But then I would want to give this opportunity to the members of the committee to say something, and then we'll request time that you will step out, and then you come and we'll give a ruling on the issues that you had raised before, and then we'll proceed from there. So I want to ask the members if they have something to tell you so that you can take to your client. And I want to believe he's watching it somewhere, and it is so unfair to him. And is doing a disservice to the people of Bomet. You would have appeared here. Thank you. Welcome.
Honorable Chair.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, the mover of the motion.
Honorable
I will
Chair.
give you an opportunity. I know you would want to say
Honorable
something.
Chair, I'm listening very well to your speech, and
Yes.
it is so unfair to me as the motion mover
Yes.
and the witness before us.
Yes.
If the council will leave before he gets the evidence from the witness here. The witness here is prepared to give you the evidence of the information that we are tabling before this honorable committee. So I wish you could give, or you accord him his time so that he can table the evidence before the council leaves the committee.
Okay, council, I would wish that you I would wish that you would stay a little bit longer. Are you still interested with the ruling that we were supposed to give? Maybe that's the first thing I should ask you.
Yes,
are you still interested with the ruling?
We are interested in the ruling.
You're interested with the ruling?
Yes.
Then I would seek that you we can. I will still give you an opportunity so that you can specify the issues for the record, and also in the time that I'm going to give you, I want you to note and inform this committee. What is it that stopped you along the way? Your client has refused to attend to the summon of the County Assembly and Adhoc Committee. Now, in the middle again, he decided to embarrass this committee. I don't know, you will still tell us what has informed your decision to leave in the middle of the process. But then, we'll take a break, but for the sake of the witness that has traveled all the way from Raya, and I don't know which means he used, it is better if we give him to wind up on that charge. Counsel, are you going to give us some minutes?
No.
This witness?
We are agreeable to that.
Honorable Chair, with your permission, Honorable Chair. And Honorable Chair, I think it will be so unfair to me also, because what I'm tabling before this committee are pure evidence, Honorable Chair. So I could wish you persuade the legal counsel to stay put here, so that I also feed with him the very truth, Honorable Chair, that this committee requires. Honorable Chair, as I given out in my opening statement, what I'm giving out is pure truth and no lies to this committee. I think the council is chickening out because of the information that I'm giving out.
Now, the mover of the motion, it is good you are raising a concern also, because you have interest. But we have no option. If the council decide to leave, we got no option as the committee. He is at liberty. But what I was asking him, because he wanted a ruling on the issues, so as the witness is winding up, I would wish that you specify the issues that you would want us what your client had raised earlier on the ruling that he wanted, for the sake of the record. So I'm going to give this opportunity to the witness to finish up what he was trying to tell the committee, and then we'll ask the member say something, and then we ask you to leave at your pleasure.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. I just wish to table my statement of accounts from Marisha Sacco, showing the credits from Bomet County government. It is indicated, I have underlined the sections of credit, showing its payment to village council. Okay. Give me permission to table this.
I can allow you to table. When tabling, you bring it here for this committee. Thank you. Now, I'm going to ask the honorable members if they have questions to the witness. Then you can post the question. Honorable members, you are free to ask questions.
Thank you. Thank you, Honorable Chair. Maybe before I comment on the members of Village Council, allow me to maybe say something on the absentia of the CECM. As you are aware, Honorable Chair, I'm privileged to be one of the members of Appointment Committee, of which we were able to vet the CECM into that position. And I must admit that the Honorable CECM was able to appear in person to justify why he wanted the position. And I'm really so surprised. It's so unfortunate today that the CCM can be able to send a lawyer without giving him the authority to maybe respond on his behalf. Also, Honorable Chair, this I can say this is disrespect to the people of Bomet County, and especially to this Honorable House. I believe the lawyer who is representing the CCM will have to inform him that as the House, this Honorable House, we deserve all the respect to be accorded to us. Maybe, Honorable Chair, allow me to comment something concerning the village managers or the members of village council. As you are aware, Honorable Chair, I'm also still a member of budget committee. And in the financial year 2023-2024, we were able to budget about 75,300,000 for village managers. We are aware that the Honorable Governor was able to go to one of the local radio stations, and in his utterance, he was able to tell the people that the members of County Assembly removed the money for village members of village council, of which we have been having a lot of questions in our wards. They have been claiming that we didn't budget for them, or we removed the money. But we have confirmed in the budget that we were able to put 75 million for the village managers. Maybe I can say that the same CECM, who is also the advisor of the governor, has also able to lie to the governor or misadvise the governor before he was able to go to the radio station to talk. So this is one of the reasons why we feel the same CCM is not fit for the position. So to the people or the public, let this information, let them be informed that we had budgeted for them, and we don't know why the CCM was not able to pay them. Also, during a certain meeting which we had with the same CCM, when we were budgeting for this financial year 2024-2025, we were able to ask him how many months was remaining for arrears, and he told us it's only 7 months.
Okay, Honorable Member, I had given you an opportunity to ask question to the witness.
Part of clarification, yes. Honorable Chair, because this is part of the issues which we have been going through.
I don't wish that you take a stand, but so that you don't look like you are taking a stand.
As I'm finishing, Honorable
ask
Chair,
a question to the. Yes.
I just wanted to confirm to the village managers that, as the witness have said, that the arrears is 19 months, and for the CCM, he confirmed to us that it is only 7 months. Thank you, Honorable Chair.
Thank you, thank you. So you are saying you had asked another village manager, and you have the same information. Thank you. Any member who has a question to the witness? Now then, since we do not have any further concerns to the witness, I want to thank you, Bwana Joseph Koech, for coming to this committee. That's a commitment, and being a good citizen and a patriot in that case, providing information, because this committee is interested with information. It is good you appeared before this committee. It was bold of you, and Honorable Victor, do you have?
Maybe, sorry for the interjection, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Chair, I do have only 2 questions to the
witness.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Through you, Chair. After the failure of the remittance of the stipends by the county government, Honorable Chair, what action has the witness taken? Has he taken any action, maybe to inquire from the relevant office that gave him the same appointment? Thank you.
I hope you heard him well. He is asking you, have you taken any action since the time that you've not received your stipends? Have you gone to ask, or have you taken any action so far?
Yes, I took action. I went to the office and I was told you removed it from this end. You removed the stipend from the budget.
Oh, you were told that the committee...
That was the information we were given.
Okay, you went to the office and you were told it is the county assembly that...
Yes, but because we are used to working even without the stipends, we continued. We are grown-ups.
Okay, maybe...
We have always been working voluntarily.
Maybe, Bwana Joseph, would you tell this committee how life has been since the stipends were stopped? Was life the same, or you have had to change in some way?
It has changed. In fact, we have even refused to accept people coming to our places because there is no tea in the morning. That 5,000 assisted us a lot when they come in the morning with grievances. We have something to offer as tea. But these days we tell them to wait for us in the villages. We don't... Yeah.
So life has not been the same again?
It is not the same.
All right.
5,000 is small, but it makes a lot of difference.
Okay. Maybe the other part of the question, Honorable Victor, you were saying you had two concerns.
The second concern, Honorable Chair, is who in particular did he go to report the matter?
Okay. This committee is interested in knowing who did you go to ask now that you have given the answer that you have given. Who did you visit? Whose office?
The CEC administration.
One, Dr. Kirui.
Yeah.
When was that? When did you last visit him?
That was last year. I don't remember the date. It's last year.
Last year, immediately after it had stopped?
Yeah.
Okay. I think he has answered. So the answer you got that the budget was removed by the county assembly was coming from him?
Yeah.
Thank you. It's okay. I think we no longer have questions to you. Thank you for coming. Thank you for the information. You're at liberty to leave. Oh, wait a minute. We have a concern from Honorable Lily.
Honorable Chair,
yes.
I would like to ask, please, we really want this CEC to come appear here so that he can answer all the questions, please. We don't want more explains that it cannot even help us. Can respect me, please.
I think Honorable Lily is so concerned that she wants the CEC to appear in person. And that's what I was telling the council, that it would have been better. It would have been fair for him to appear before this committee. So I think Honorable Lily is raising a very valid concern that the CEC was supposed to appear. But we are not closing our doors even after you leave. Honorable Lily, we will grant the opportunity whenever he feels like coming. And I wanted now to release the village manager. You are free to leave.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay, Council, since you wanted to step out, since you've requested to leave the committee, I want you to give the specific issues that has led you to. First is the issues that you had raised before, that you wanted a ruling from our end. Secondly, you can still specify why you are leaving at the middle of it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. For clarity purposes, the non-attendance of by the Honorable CECM was occasioned by the three issues that I raised. Number one, he did not have sufficient time to prepare for today's hearing. Number two, this honorable member of the county executive has raised reservations on issue dealing with the two motions the motion that was here before. He seeks to know whether that motion was abated, whether it was withdrawn, or whether it collapsed by inflection of time. Number three, he sought to know about the constitution of this committee. I believe that has already been answered satisfactorily from your end. Lastly, he has also raised the issue of the court orders that dealt with the matter which was substantive in this matter. The ones that...
And as you, because I told you to be specific, tell us the specific court orders. Specific.
Yes, we have... Yes, Mr. Chair, there is one court order emanating from petition number 3 of 2024, the said court order was issued on the 31st July 2024. Then we also have petition number 6, that is before the the Employment Labor Relations Court at Kericho. That is petition number 6 of 2024. That is between the Honorable CECM against the county of Bomet.
Are you in a position to tell us what the order is saying?
Yes, I can read you the order.
Please do.
Upon reading the chamber summons, the notes of motion, the supporting affidavits, and the annexures thereto, it's hereby ordered and directed that the application is certified urgent and to be heard during court's vacation, that the application and the petition be served forthwith in any event before the close of business tomorrow, that the parties of the councils to appear virtually on Wednesday the 7th August for further orders. Mr. Chair, I believe council for the assembly are seized with the served copies of the same.
Okay.
So the clarification the CEC is seeking is to whether the matter that's substantive here is about his removal, and it is an active matter that is before the Honorable Court. He was seeking clarification as to the import of those two orders in these proceedings. Lastly, on the issue of the documents, you have made it clear from your end that the documents were given to us are public documents. However, the CCM, there are some documents, for example, the correspondences. He has asked me to inform this committee that since he's on suspension, he does not have access to his office. Thus, these documents are not within his reach. So that is the reason, Mr. Chair, that the Honorable member of the executive has sought more time for his adequate preparation. So we will be seeking directions on those issues. That's all.
Okay, I want to, since you have put your point so well, I'm going to ask you to step out for 15 minutes, and then we'll come back for a ruling. Since you have requested to leave, you just get the ruling, and then we can proceed. So we wish to suspend.
Much appreciated.
Yeah. give a ruling on the issues that you have raised. They are very important issues that we would want to give a ruling on the same. And I want you to be a little bit patient as the ruling is being drafted, because we have deliberated as the committee, and it is very important that we give you written ruling. I want you to be a little bit patient for about 10 minutes, and we'll get the ruling. Will you be patient? Thank you. So we can proceed as we wait. You can just remain seated, proceed. And then once the ruling is here, we give you, and then you can proceed to leave.
Maybe, Mr. Chair, because I already asked to be excused, I'll wait outside for the ruling to be ready.
No problem. I wanted you to just sit there, because the moment the ruling is here, we do not want to suspend the house again. We'll just give you the ruling and you proceed for whatever reason that you have given to us.
I'm sorry, Mr. Chair, I'm under strict instruction from my client.
That you leave.
Yes.
Supposedly you wait the written of the ruling, so that once you leave, we will not want to bother you again. So it is just prudent that you remain for some few minutes, 10 minutes.
I'm under strict instructions.
All right, then.
Maybe, Mr. Chair, because
So you cannot even sit for the ruling that you asked.
if the ruling is ready, I'll comfortably come back get it.
All right. I wish to make a ruling that you don't participate. Just get seated there and allow this process to continue. The moment we get the ruling, we allow you to leave at that point in time.
Mr. Chair, as I informed you,
Okay. All right, then we can proceed as you go and wait. If your intention is to remain out of this proceeding, so be it. Just wait for it out there, and then you will come back.
or rather, Mr. Chair, the said can be served by email since you already made a decision.
No, it is very important that you sit here for the ruling.
Most obliged.
Yes. Thank you. Let's continue.
Thank you. Thank you, Honorable Chair. It's so unfortunate. It's so unfortunate for me, Honorable Chair, but nonetheless, I'm obligated to continue. Honorable Chair, allow me to go to charge number 3. Charge number 3, Honorable Chair, reads the failure to remit statutory deduction. And Honorable Chair, Honorable Joseph Kipngetich Kirui grossly violated the National Security Fund Act and National Hospital Insurance Funds by failing to ensure timely remittance of statutory deduction, causing the county government to accrue a significant debt to NSSF, NHIF, and thus exposing the county staff to distress. And Honorable Chair, in also the Auditor General report, it indicates against in the financial year 2022-2023 the mishaps by Honorable Joseph Kipngetich Kirui in remitting the auditor by remitting the necessary statutory deduction to the county staff. And in its report, Honorable Chair, and the Auditor General report shows that there was 7.8 million that was net remitted to the NSSF by the county government of Bomet under the Department of Administration, under the watch also of one Honorable Joseph Kipngetich Kirui. And Honorable Chair, I'll move to charge number 4. After that charge, are you able to provide evidence to that effect? Yes, Honorable Chair. So you will table later after you. Thank you, Honorable Chair. Welcome. Continue. And under charge number 4, Honorable Chair, that is failure to prepare and submit annual report on public participation pursuant to Section 28 of the Bomet County Public Participation Act. And Honorable Chair, you are also aware that this County Assembly on the year 2019 tabled and approved a motion carrying the Public Participation Act that is to be implemented under the strict instruction of one Honorable Joseph Kipngetich Kirui. Honorable Chair, the CEC in charge was supposed to prepare and submit its annual report on public participation, since such allocations carries a lot of money. And in the Public Participation Act report, Honorable Chair, the CEC in charge is supposed to prepare the departmental reports, quarterly reports and annual reports on public participation, which shall contain among the following, Honorable Chair. You can read on my screen again, Honorable Chair. The number of public participation forums facilitated by each department or agency. Honorable Chair, I remember that public participation is a key essential in all documents in the county government, Honorable Chair, that any undertaking, be it a project to be implemented or any development that is being undertaken by the county government, must pass through a public participation. So the said CC should prepare such documents and forward to this assembly. Number P, Honorable Chair, level of implementation of stakeholders engagement plan. Number C, the level of engagement by participants during public participation process. The level of incorporation of proposal made or issues raised by stakeholders or the public. Challenges faced in the implementation of this act and proposed mitigation measures. And lastly, any other prescribed matter. Number 2, Honorable Chair, the department shall submit report to the executive member not later than 2 months after the end of the financial year. The report generated under this section shall be tabled before the county assembly and published within 14 days of its receipt by the executive member. Mr. Speaker, I want you to note this, that the report under this section shall be tabled before the county assembly and published within 14 days from the day of its receipt by the executive member. So, Honorable Chair, I will also table the Public Participation Act that one Honorable Joseph Kipngetich Kirui has violated. Honorable Chair, and annexed with me also is the County Government of Bomet budget for financial year 22-23, showing the allocation by this county assembly to the Department of Administration. And I can read for you, Honorable Chair, that during the financial year 2022-2023, this county assembly allocated 30 million to the county executive and 9 million to the Department of Administration under the leadership of Joseph Kipngetich Kirui. And that shows that a whopping 39 million was allocated for the financial year 2022-2023. Subsequently, Honorable Chair, there was an allocation in the financial year 2023-2024 of 25 million to the county executive under the leadership of Honorable Joseph Kipngetich Kirui, and another allocation to the Department of the Deputy Governor of 808,500,000, that is 8.5 million, totaling to 33.5 million that was allocated in that financial year. Mr. Speaker, I gave you an assignment that you also do maths for me. That shows that the 2 years, there was an allocation of 75.2 million to the said department. Mr. Speaker, nothing has been implemented, nothing has been shown, nothing has been produced, nothing has been sent to this assembly to show that Joseph Kipngetich Kirui didn't violate the act. Honorable Chair. Honorable Chair, I'm quick enough. Let me go to another charge.
You will furnish this committee with evidence on the same.
Most obliged, Honorable Chair.
Thank you. Continue.
And another count, Honorable Chair, is on incompetence. And Honorable Chair, number 1, stall infrastructure projects. Honorable Joseph Kipngetich Kirui demonstrated incompetence in public administration by failing to oversee the completion of critical infrastructure projects, including the governor's residence and the Ferriers ward offices, despite a repeated budgetary allocation over 5 years, resulting in continued delays of the function. Honorable Chair, you are also aware that during the inauguration speech by the governor, he did indicate here that the functions of or the administrative structure of the counties will be devolved to ward levels, Honorable Chair. But they said CC also during his vetting in this assembly, he really committed himself that that he will oversee the completion of such infrastructure by the county government. There are quite a number of stalled infrastructural projects, and we have a number of ward offices that are stalled over years under the watch of one Honorable Joseph Kipngetich Kirui. And Honorable Chair, there was a report before this assembly that was done by the Committee on Administration, Peace, Justice and Legal Affairs. That is the committee I sit in, that they did an analysis on all the ward offices within the county government of Bomet. And I'll start by Ndarawe, the ward office. Honorable Chair, I'll invite you to see the pictorials of Ndarawe, the ward office. You can see the ward office is not complete. And we have Jesoan ward office. You can see the pictures. Honorable Chair, we have Mutaragwa ward office. You can see it's not complete. Honorable Chair, we have now the governor's residence. And Honorable Chair, you will allow me to briefly play a video of Honorable Joseph Kipngetich Kirui during its vetting in this assembly when he was seeking to be employed or given the position of the CC in charge of administration. He did commit himself before this Honorable House that he will undertake and make sure that the governor's resident and all the ward office, all the respective ward office are complete under his tenure. And Honorable Chair, allow me to play a video of one Honorable Joseph Kipngetich Kirui as an evidence. Go ahead, Honorable Member. Thank you.
Chair, allow me to give the answers of someone. Let me make it short, my question, so that it will be very clear. The committee also has found that in the second assembly, there is indication that the ward offices in Bomet County, the ward offices was not in operation despite being funded by 200 million for constructions, and it has not been completed. Most of the ward offices has been completely abandoned, and they have become a hub of the unethical behavior, while some have been vandalized. The construction of the government, of the governor residence in Tarapua also has not been spared from the same problem. We have some examples, and also in the governor's media speech, he also indicated that he was going to operate from the ward offices, that is bringing the service to the common Mwananchi closer. And before we open some pictures so that you can see, because you are new to the position when approved by this house. Let us take for it. I want you to take these questions, and then you will see and answer later after you have gone through the pictures on the screen. Kindly brief the committee on how you are going to address such a critical matters and ensure that the ward offices are complete and up and running. What intervention will you employ if you are in office? Outline to this committee the steps you will initiate to ensure timely completion of these projects, especially the governor's residence that is slowly turning into 𝐌𝐻𝐓. Recently, there are reports that some ward offices are in use despite incompletions. For instance, Rongan Manare ward office is in use, yet it is not even fit for human habitation since the facility is not fenced, no toilets and are not fixed, and septic tanks is not incomplete, and uncovered possession a danger to a nearby school children. Outline to this committee the steps that you are going to initiate to fix such problems and issues. So let me ask for our clerks to show in pictures the states of our ward offices. Just a few. We have some even in my ward, Longisa, and the rest. Can you show the one you there?
Honorable Chair, I think you can see the pictorials, and I played before the pictorials. Maybe we can move faster to the submission or the presentation by the CEC or the response during the vetting by the committee. Yeah, kindly do so. Yes.
And Matthew, Dr. Kirui.
I can see Chairman is...
That is the CEC.
Is really very good. And I really feel the pain of having spent taxpayers' money on incomplete projects. I can even see this one looks like it's a kind of it's terrible. Yes, like a dustbin. Yeah, it's terrible. So
you can hear what you are saying.
The government having spent 200 shillings or 200 million, and they are not complete. So I think the first thing I'll do, if approved by this House, is I'm sorry to use the word demand for reports for each and every project that is pending. We also need to analyze its completion rate. We also need to look at its usability, even if it was completed, because out of disuse, such projects start depreciating. So we really need to look at that as a department, and that will be analyzing the situation in the ground, the way it is. Number two, request for budget line or a budget allocation so that we can use that money to do completion. And most importantly, is to fast track its completion, especially when we activate what Mheshimiwa Chamori had said, that there is need for the project committee at the village level, or where every project is. There is need for this project committee to be activated so that they become our eyes, our watchdog in the ground. Because sometimes, Mr. Chairman, you will think you are constructing a neighbor's house. So when the project committee is up and running, they will be able to be our eyes. So I promise to be able to do that. And I may not know the reason why they stopped at that level, but His Excellency the Governor recently, one of the radio stations, alluded to the fact that some of the documents are missing and there will be need to reconstruct. So with the advice of the relevant authorities, we should be able to reconstruct and ensure that His Excellency the Governor, one of these days, operates or works from a sub-ward or a sub-county office within the county. Thank you, Chairman.
Thank you very much. That's a serious, let me say, you are giving, I don't know, is it solemn swearing?
My commitment to
happen. You are committing yourself to this. Yes.
I think that is fair enough, Honorable Chair. And you can see is the Honorable Speaker told him that he's giving a solemn or just a commitment. Honorable Chair, quick enough, allow me also to play the pictorials of the governor's residence that are stalled for a very long time, despite the CEC committing himself that he will oversee the completion of it. Honorable Chair, you can see from the screen the pictorials of governor's residence. It is in a deplorable state. You can see the works that has been done there, and such allocation of money has been misused. And Honorable Chair, as you are watching the pictorials, allow me also to read an Auditor General report for the financial year 2022-2023, Annex 756-4, on the delayed construction of governor's residence. The county government entered into a contract with a local contractor for the construction of governor's residence at the contract sum. The contract sum for the project was 7,014,233. The contract period was 2.5 years. Mark that one, Honorable Chair, starting that 1st January 2019. When the contractor took possession of the project and with completion date of 30th June 2021. The contract period was extended by 6 months to 30th June 2022, with the contract on 14 December 2022 requesting for another extension of contract period from 30th December 2022 to 30th June 2023. But the approval of the second extension was not supported. Mark that one, Honorable Chair. However, the physical variation of the project in August 2023 revealed that the project was incomplete 26 months. Mark that one, Honorable Chair, 26 months after the estimated completion date, 30th June 2021, and the contractor was not on site. Further, as you can see on the pictorial, Honorable Chair, the roofing timber works valued at 3 million. You can see the roofing timbers valued at 3,452,264, according to the bill of quantities that was earlier erected, and which has not been covered with iron sheets. The timber works was deteriorating, which may be condemned, resulting to ineligible increase of the contract cost. That is the taxpayers' money. As at 30th June 2023, a total of 48,530,890, that is 62% of the contract sum, has been incurred, with 51% of the work done. So you can see that is the state of the governor's residence. You are also aware, Chair, I stated here before that I am a member of the committee, and as the committee we visited this place and we saw for ourselves what is happening. And Honorable Chair, that will show the incompetence of one Honorable Joseph Kipngetich Kirui. And number two, Honorable Chair, on incompetence is poor working condition for county staff, and that Honorable Joseph Kipngetich Kirui has failed to ensure adequate working condition, including proper furniture, working space, stipends and field allowance for county staff in sub-county ward office, displaying a lack of administrative competence. Despite the budget allocation on operation and maintenance, Honorable Chair, Honorable Joseph Kipngetich Kirui has failed to provide a conducive working environment for these county offices, as it has been stated that such officers should serve the residents of Bomet at the lowest level, that is the ward offices in our county, Honorable Chair. On number C, on allegation number C, on abuse of office, Honorable Chair, we noted that there was an unprocedural renewal of employment contract by one Honorable Joseph Kipngetich Kirui. He has abused his office by attempting to renew contracts for the sub-ward administrators in a manner that upset the role of the County Public Service Board and undermine established public service regulation. And Honorable Chair, it has been noted that there was an attempt, despite the allocation of the county, despite the allocation by the County Assembly, that Joseph Kipngetich Kirui attempted to renew the contract of the sub-ward administrator, despising the allocation, and also he failed to honor or getting a concurrence from the County Public Service Board, that is the employing authority bestowed by the responsibility of giving the employment letters to the sub-ward administrators. Their contract elapsed and he didn't provide a budget allocation. There was also an Auditor General report of 2022-2023 which indicates of the same irregular payment of acting allowances and retention of employees beyond the retirement age. That is, there was 18 employees that was retained beyond their retirement age. There was also irregular extension of employees' contract. And you know, Kirui is the CC in charge of public service. There was also irregular payment of ECD teachers, irregular payment of salary. There was some 14 employees that were sharing one bank account that was noted by the Auditor General report. And Honorable Chair, allow me also to move to number D, that is the gross misconduct.
Honorable Member, you will need to table the documents that you've mentioned on the above allegations that will aid in the process.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. I'll table the Auditor General report for the financial year 2022-2023 indicating such irregularities. And gross misconduct. Honorable Chair, and one, Honorable Joseph Kipngetich Kirui, there was a physical assault within the county premises. Honorable Chair, Honorable Joseph Kipngetich Kirui engaged in gross misconduct and violated the Penal Code, that is KEP 63, and Leadership and Integrity Act 2012 by attempting to cause physical harm to one Bernard Langat within the precincts of the county offices. And
Honorable Member, could you kindly suspend for a few minutes? Because we don't have that charge with us. It's not in the possession of the committee.
Thank you.
Of the charges that were given to this Adhoc committee. So you can withdraw.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. I withdraw the charge mentioned before. Honorable Chair, allow me to move to the last one, that is failure to respond to assembly inquiries. Honorable Chair, Honorable Joseph Kipngetich Kirui has repeatedly failed to respond to the question posed by the County Assembly Committee.
Honorable Member, sorry to cut you short. Can you give me some few minutes to do a consultation with the committee?
Thank you.
Before you proceed.
the mover of the motion, I hope you are winding up.
Honorable Chair, I think I'm winding up. Honorable Chair, allow me to make my final submission.
You want to make your concluding?
Yes.
Okay, you can give your remarks.
Honorable Chair, to be fair enough, I have presented myself before this committee. I have tabled here enough evidence indicating the violation by one Honorable Joseph Kipngetich Kirui of the Constitution of Kenya, showing the incompetence and abuse of office by the state CEC. Honorable Chair, before I sit, I would like to invite you to my yesterday night documentary. When I was in my place, I watched with my little young boy a documentary on Nat Geo in my TV, showing the lions hunting for their prey. Successfully enough, Honorable Chair, they find a kill, that is one antelope. During their celebration, Honorable Chair, the lions was enjoying the feast, but unfortunately enough, the hyenas came on their way trying to feast on the already dead animal without hunting, Honorable Chair. Honorable Chair, the same lions ran to the hyena trying to fight them back. And as if that is not enough, some hyenas, because they were in a group, ran to the feast and enjoyed the feast, celebrated. To their astonishment, the lion, realizing that the hyenas are feasting on their prey, they ran to save the kill. I want to inform you, Chair, don't concentrate on the hyenas. Concentrate on the kill. Don't be disturbed. Concentrate on the kill. We are here to save this county of Bomet. Thank you, Honorable Chair.
Thank you for your concluding remarks. I hope you are not referring us as hyenas. You are referring us as lions. We will always hunt and eat what belongs to us. Members, if you have any clarification, you can ask or you can make a remark. This is the opportunity for you, honorable members.
Thank you, Chair. And what I can say from the onset of these things that I've just and by the mover, I can say, and I wish the affected person was here, though he was represented by the council. Well and good. I'm waiting for the final. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Kibet. Yes, Honorable Vic.
Thank you, Honorable.
It's unfortunate that I'm making this remark when the council has left, Honorable Chair.
Honorable Chair, I'm making this remark when the council has left, and so unfortunate, Honorable Speaker. We did hold a pre-trial conference last week, and we committed ourselves that we shall deliver justice, and we are still committed to give a fair hearing to the affected persons, Honorable Chair. So in pursuit of justice, I still give an undertaking that this committee will deliver justice. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Chepto.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. I also wish that the said CC was around so that he can defend himself. But I believe if in case he'll still require some time, maybe we can consider at your disposal, Honorable Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Chepto. Any other member who still wants to comment or make clarification? All right, thank you. As we wind up, I also want to give my undertaking that as we retreat, we want to still call upon the CEC, Honorable Dr. Kirui, that this committee will give him a fair hearing, and we still have time. We are willing to even engage him even up to the last day, that's the Friday. We are extending that he still has an opportunity to attend to the sitting, to this committee through virtual means up to Friday. So he still got, I think, 3 days. There is still more 3 days. He can communicate to this committee, and we'll still hear him out in case he wants to communicate to us virtually. So I want to believe that before we end, we will invite all right. Before I want to thank the mover of the motion, because you've done a good job. You've prosecuted your case very well. I want only to give you this opportunity before you take rest to table the documents that we had asked you to table to the committee, so that as the committee retreat, we will have received all your documents. So I want to give this opportunity to you to table the documents that you have used.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Some of the documents you can obtain them in the Google, and I've tabled what I had before you, Honorable Chair. Thank you.
You are tabled, huh? All right, thank you. If you already tabled, then I think that is well, and it is in order. So, honorable members, I want to ask that the council is brought to the House so that we can make a ruling. So as he even does that, I want to believe that we've had our time as the committee, and no problem, Honorable Kibet. He has all the time. Okay. He has all the time to come to the floor of the House, to this committee, so that we can at least hear him or give him the ruling by this committee. at liberty to give a ruling, and I still reiterate before I give my ruling, because I would not want to add anything to my ruling. I still reiterate that I wish your client could avail himself to this committee, but still then we are still open and willing to hear him out, because what we want is justice. Justice for the Honorable CC, justice for the people of Bomet on the allegation that has been raised by the mover of the motion. So we are here to deliver justice. We will be fair in this process, and I wish from where he is, he could come out, face this committee, so that as we retreat, we will be able to balance our ruling and the findings of this committee. Nevertheless, he is at liberty to take any route in this situation. I therefore give the following ruling as the chair to this committee, that at the commencement of this hearing, Mr. Desmond Leteipa, counsel for the Executive Committee, CEC member, Honorable Joseph Kirui, has raised several substantial concerns. This includes issues regarding late service of documents, the adequacy of time allocated for preparation, and questions concerning the status of two motions currently before the County Assembly. Specifically, whether they have lapsed and whether the composition of this committee is constitutionally sound. Furthermore, Council has highlighted concern about certain court petitions and the accessibility of documents purported to be public, which according to him have not been made available to the defense. This committee fully acknowledges the seriousness of these concerns, particularly the adequacy of time for proper preparation. It is crucial to emphasize that fairness is not merely a principle to be upheld in form, but must also be apparent in all facets of our proceedings. In recognition of this, the committee has resolved to adjust its schedule, thereby granting an extension until Friday, the 30th of August 2024, for the defense to prepare its case. Should Honorable Joseph Kirui require additional time to introduce further evidence, recall witnesses, or respond to any documents shared during the proceedings, such requests will be carefully considered and accommodated where appropriate. We have also ensured that the mode of attendance remains flexible, permitting participation either in person or virtually through a hybrid format. You are simply required to notify the committee of the CEC's intentions to appear, and it is guaranteed that you will have an opportunity to do so until the aforementioned date, which marks the final day of these proceedings within the statutorily mandated period of 10 days to include this, to conclude this process. Regarding the issue of court orders, it is important to clarify that this committee was constituted pursuant to the notice of motion dated 6th August 2024, introduced by Honorable Vincent Mutai. At present, there are no court orders that would hinder the continuation of this motion. As for the inquiry concerning whether other motions before the House have lapsed or have been overtaken events or have been overtaken by events due to the passage of time, this matter falls outside the jurisdiction of this committee. Therefore, no findings will be made on that particular issue. It is imperative to understand that this committee functions independently within its own scope and mandate. Concerning the evidence being utilized, which has been described as public document, yet allegedly remains inaccessible to the County Executive Committee member for Administration, Public Service, and Special Program, this select committee is committed to upholding the principle of fairness and transparency. We therefore invite you to inform the committee of any documents you do not possess or unable to access. The select committee will ensure that all necessary materials are promptly provided to you, including downloadable links that will be sent to the email address you have provided. Should there be any correspondence relied upon by this committee that is not in your possession, please bring this to our immediate attention, as the Secretariat has confirmed that all documents have been served to you today. Furthermore, should you require the committee to liaise with any office within the county government to obtain documents that your client cannot access, please do not hesitate to request such assistance. In conclusion, from today, the 26th of August, until Friday, the 30th of August, 2024, the final day of this committee's legally defined period, you will have the time to prepare your response to the allegations or accusation leveled against you or your client in this case. The committee remains fully committed to providing both you and your client with the necessary platform and audience, that this audience to ensure that your defense is thoroughly and fairly heard. It is not only imperative that this committee acts with fairness, but it is equally crucial that our actions are perceived as fair by all parties involved. Through these measures, we reaffirm our unwavering commitment to the highest standards of fairness, justice, and transparency through this process. That is from the Chair Committee investigating removal of Honorable Dr. Joseph Kirui. That's my ruling. And that again is to assure you that this ruling is part of the answered record of the committee. The same can be printed after the committee sitting and supplied to the council. So you will be sure to receive even the proceedings of this committee. The answer is recorded and it is available for you just in case you still require more information from our committee. And therefore, I want to believe that you are guided accordingly, and you can get in touch with us anytime you are free. And I want to say that there was, I hope also as you leave, you deposit with us the license certificate. Can deposit to this committee, as we had said before. Otherwise, this meeting stands adjourned. The committee you can leave at your own pleasure until such a time. I want to, before we adjourn, I'm sorry, we are giving you another 1 hour tomorrow from 3 to 4. If your client would want to appear, he can appear. So this meeting is adjourned up to tomorrow, Tuesday, 3 to 4. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
This committee stands adjourned. Thank you. You can leave at your own pleasure, Council.